The fact that the media decided that they were more interested in protecting Joe Biden and the Democratic Party than they were protecting the citizens and the children. I don't care where these children are from, they need to be protected. And we know that, I mean, I saw the Congress, there was one of the ICE guys, he said, it's not a question of what's happening. Like these kids are dead or they're being trafficked. And to me, it's just appalling that we have a press that would rather protect one party and one president. Now, what's going to be really interesting is the next 4 years, as he starts to undo the damage that's been done, they're going to report every day. It's going to be a heartless, as Trump said. You know, they're going to have all these stories the next 4 years that they would not report on the last four. And so, to me, that's a disservice to us as citizens and to humanity when you're not willing to report on something that needs to be rectified.
Yeah.
So that
Amy, I wish every journalist, every executive producer, every news executive, every reporter who covers the administration could hear what you just said, and brilliantly and well expressed. Fundamental failure of people in my business to do the most basic job as you said it. And I'd say running parallel to that, the exact same dynamic is the president's cognitive decline. Same thing. Public interest completely ignored in a conspiracy of silence without thinking about the public interest, simply thinking, well, we can't let Donald Trump win again. So we certainly, and in both cases, the policies and practices of the Democratic Party were not just policy malpractice, but political malpractice. How do you have a policy deeply unpopular from day one with effects that spiral out of control, that make things worse and worse, and you do nothing about it, in part because the media doesn't do its job? If the media had been saying Joe Biden seems to have a significant loss of cognitive decline, or if the media had been saying in 2022, every Democrat we talk to who represents a border state is saying privately and some publicly, this policy is not working, then perhaps there would have been change. Perhaps Joe Biden would have stepped down sooner. Perhaps fewer people would have died of drug overdoses. Perhaps Americans wouldn't be killed by people here illegally. Perhaps my friend's daughter in kindergarten in Manhattan, who sits on the ground every day in kindergarten, would have a chair because her class size wouldn't have doubled because there are kids in the country whose parents came here illegally. Perhaps Donald Trump wouldn't have won because the border would have been fixed. So you're absolutely right about the failure of the press. And I would say what's compounding it is silence. Sure, they write a story today, but the story doesn't say, editor's note, we should have written this story 3 years ago. We should have written it 2 years ago and 11 months ago. Same on the Biden cognitive decline. And people are not stupid. Even people who are not news obsessives, they're not stupid. They know that the press tried to protect Joe Biden and they don't like it. And we've had people come on this platform for a year saying, or not a year, they haven't been around for a year, for months, saying, I voted for Trump because the press is so biased. Don't like Trump, but I voted for Trump because the press is so biased.